As I was walking on this very early and humid late June morning, I found myself attracted to all the different species of trees in the park. I started wondering what kind of unseen relationship that they all have with each other. If they consider themselves equals in the ecosystem, or if there's some other dynamic going on. And of course, I like the word equal, and it made me think of the word equanimity, which is one of the four immeasurables alongside loving kindness, compassion, and joy. It's considered a sublime state of mind, and it made me wonder what equality and equanimity might have in common. Equanimity is actually a very balanced mental state. Having a calm, even mind in the face of pleasures and pains and gain and loss and praise and blame. Being able to keep a cool head and non-reactivity. Equanimity reflects deep insight, and even though it may sometimes appear a little apathetic or indifferent, it's actually the exact opposite, and it's a very powerful strength that you can develop. It's the spaciousness that allows love and compassion to flourish in you. Equality, or sameness, if you will, is not really talked about a lot in Buddhism, but it's actually a very moral, social doctrine. And as it applies to Buddhism, it's the belief that all beings have the same potential for awakening. We call this the Buddha nature. Equality is universal respect for all beings. Modern context would include social justice, fairness, human rights, and trying to get rid of discrimination. Basically, each and every one of us has the same capacity within us to become a Buddha. So while equanimity is an inner mental state, a strong one, where you seek liberation from emotional reactivity, equality is more of a social and moral stance that recognize shared dignity and the potential for all people to realize their Buddha nature. An even-mindedness towards all beings, regardless of their actions towards us. Being impartial is where the idea of equality can quietly enter the picture. Equanimity involves seeing all beings as equal in their capacity to suffer and awaken. We all have an equal capacity to let go of attachments and aversions, which often arise from judgments of superiority or inferiority. And it can also sneak in by the training that we're trying to accomplish to respond with the same level of compassion to anyone, a friend, an enemy, or a stranger. So while equanimity doesn't actually discuss equality in any political or social sense, it definitely embodies the spiritual equality as a recognition that all beings are worthy of compassion and liberation. In this sense, equality is a natural expression of equanimity. When the mind is free from bias, it won't hate enemies more than it pities them, and it won't judge others based on status or race or background. So equanimity can be described as the foundation for universal love because it removes the barriers that prevent us from treating others as equals. While they're distinctly different concepts, they do complement each other greatly. Equanimity allows us to treat all beings with equal compassion without favoritism. And equality reminds us that no one is more or less deserving of our compassion. Equality is a part of Buddhist equanimity, not as a political ideal, but as a spiritual realization that all beings are equally worthy of compassion